Make, do, teach. Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn a video that you uploaded to Canvas Studio into a video quiz. I really like video quizzes. I think they're a great way to check to see if students are watching all of your instruction and not just like opening the video and walking it away. And just generally keeping them accountable for the information that you want them to know. It doesn't have to be for instruction. It could actually be a legitimate quiz, but that's the way that I feel like this is the most beneficial to use for distance learning in Canvas. So let me get started with showing you the steps involved in making a video quiz. So you're going to want to go to Canvas Studio. You can get to Canvas Studio from the navigation bar. When you click on Studio, it should pop up to all of your collections or all of the video content that you've uploaded into Canvas Studio. Whichever video you want, you can turn into a video quiz. And so one of the great things that I figured out about video quizzes is that one video can have multiple quizzes attached to it. So these two PowerPoint presentations that I've already recorded for my kiddos, you can see that they have a rocket ship here at the top. I think that's like the Canvas quiz icon. And so it's a video quiz already. And if I click on the three dots, I can see that I have quizzes. And because there's a rocket ship icon, that means that I've already made a quiz for that particular video. But like I said, the great thing about this is I can have another quiz added to here. And that's really beneficial if you have different types of students. Maybe some students would require more checkpoint questions along the way, whereas other students could have just a few higher level thinking questions. However you want to do that, you can assign those different video quizzes to your different student groups. So I just really think that that's a great way to differentiate for just one video. So let's just add a new quiz. So you get this to enter a title. I'm just going to say density practice quiz. I don't really enter descriptions very often. I really think they only see it if they view the video quiz like in Canvas Studio. I don't think they look at it. It might be a good place to put instructions, but because you have to take the video quiz that you create in Canvas Studio and put it into an actual assignment page, I always just put the instructions with the assignment page where I use it as an external tool. So, I mean, it's optional, right? I don't do it. But what I do, yes, I wanted to say that. What I do for my video quizzes is I hide the question markers on the timeline for students. Again, you don't have to be this teacher. I'm the teacher that's like, I want you to watch the whole thing. Because if you don't hide them on their end, on the student's end, when they see the video quiz, they can see the little question mark icons along the timeline. And if I'm a 16-year-old high school student, I'm just gonna click on the question mark icons and answer the questions and hope I get it right, rather than being hidden and you have to watch until the video pauses and pops up with the question just at whatever time that you have set. So it's up to you how you want to teach your students or how you know your students are. Like I said, I always hide them, but I'm going to leave them unhidden just so you can see what I'm talking about for this case. So let's get started with that. All right, so one of the good and bad things about the video quizzes. Good things, you can add questions to videos. Bad things, you have to watch the whole video. I mean, I guess the daring will pick random points in time and ask general questions, but how I like to do it, especially for instruction, is timing it in a way that maybe I have a question after each slide or after each important piece of information that I know I need them to understand. So, after like hours of recording yourself and listening to the same PowerPoint presentation for the 10th time and being sick of your voice, I mean, like, yeah, it gets pretty grueling, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Anyway, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna click random places because, yeah. Anyway, you see the plus icon, right? That would be adding a question. Let me just click farther in. Click on this. Other good and bad thing about Canvas Studio Video Quiz. Good thing, you can add questions to your video. Bad thing, these are the only questions you can add for your video. You've got multiple choice, true, false, or multiple answer. I tend to go the multiple answer route more often than the other two, and that's just because I feel like out of the three, this is the highest level of question I could possibly ask. But again, if you're using this as just like a general checkpoint or just to make sure that they are watching the video, you can leave the higher level or like writing a response or doing other different things that are found in a new quizzes part of Canvas, like all of those other sort of question formats. You can just leave that for the practice or, your extension pieces to your lesson. So let's look at multiple choice first. Add your question stem, like what do you want the question to be? What is density? And you type in your answers. That's actually a right answer, by the way. Density is pretty cool, so whatever. Density is mass divided by volume, if you didn't know. It's not cool. Obvious wrong answer. Okay, so once you have all of your answers that you want, you have some options here. You can vary the points by answer. I've never really played around with that because I don't want to sit here and like have to judge how many points they get per answer, like whatever. I don't know. I've already spent 10 hours recording videos. Why would I need to sit here and think about it a little bit more? I digress. You can shuffle choices, which I always like to do that because if they're like in a little group chat off to the side of like, okay, like we're watching all these videos together, what's the answer to this first question? If someone says A, that may be the right answer for them, but someone else's A may be the wrong answer. So I always, if I can shuffle the choices, I will shuffle the choices. Question feedback, I haven't really used that. It's there. I don't think they see it after every question. I think it's one of those things as once they submit a video quiz, then they can see the question feedback per question. Really, I just use it for instruction, so I don't play around with it. It's definitely there if you want to try and see what that looks like. But usually, if they have questions, I would like them to ask me directly, through email or video or whatever. Then rather than me having to show them what they did wrong. I don't know. That was a weird statement. Anyway, you save your question and you'll notice down here I have my first question made and it's a little pencil mark. I can go back and edit that if I want to. Click some farther along. Let's do true false. Density is cool. And the answer is true. Again, you can add that feedback if you want. I'm just going to move on. Click save. Click along, farther along. And then the multiple answer. Like I said, I do this one the most because I can have a situation where I've maybe given 3 properties about something, and those 3 properties can be used as 3 potential correct answers. And then I can add a couple other answers that are incorrect. And I'm just moving for the sake of time at this point. So these 2 or those 3 are correct. Again, I can shuffle these choices. So if I get the whole chatter on the side of like, oh, the first 3 are the right ones, everyone's first 3 may be different. So again, that's just holding the students more accountable for their learning. I want them to do their best, not someone else's best, and hopefully they understand that. All right, so save. So I've added all of the questions, right? I went through all 3 different types. I can definitely add more. Once you have all of your questions created, you hit done, and it brings you back to the page where you chose your video in the first place. And this is my collection of. So this one already had the rocket ship icon, but if you click on quizzes, now we see that practice quiz that I just created. And remember, we didn't hide the question marks on this. So if you want to see how that looks, here it is. This is what the students would see, and you can see that they have these question marks along the timeline. So you can literally just click on that question and answer it that way. All right, so that is creating a video quiz in Canvas Studio. How you push that out as an assignment to your students, that's a totally different video. So hopefully you go to that next one with me. If not, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. Yeah, so that's about it. Bye.